Hello, everybody. It's Deepal Shah, and I'm here going live. I hope you guys will join me today. I wanted to talk to you guys about something I had read yesterday. Hi, Heather. I hope you could hear me. Just let me know that you can hear me, because hi, Anjali. Hi, Sabina. I hope you guys can hear me. Hi, guys. I'm glad you all are joining on. Good morning. It is a beautiful Friday morning. But the reason I'm here today is because I want to send out some love and some light into a little girl's life. And I'll tell you, I don't know who she is. She's a 7-year-old that I just heard about that was raped. And please chime in. I want to hear from you guys. And I know it's some disheartening news. It makes me cringe. It makes me, like, my heart ache. But I really felt like this little girl needs us right now. She needs healing. She needs light. Let me tell you more about this. So I never read the news. I don't ever look at the news. My friend is always giving me the news update. She's like, did you hear about this? And did you hear about that? And I don't ever listen to the news. I rarely do. So yesterday, as I'm walking into the house, as soon as I took my first step into my house, my phone just lights up. And I'm like, what's going on? And I look, and the very first thing that it says was rape of a 7-year-old in India marks the latest in the series of attacks. Now, I know there was a huge attack, a gang rape on a woman, I believe it was 2012. And this is the newest one, and it was a 7-year-old. And I know there's many women out there, many girls out there who have been through these kind of circumstances, whether it be rape, whether it be molestation, whether it be abuse. And it's a very touchy topic. It's a very scary thing if you have been through something like that. And when I heard this news, my heart really went out to this little girl. And I knew that something had to be done. Something needed to be said and spoken. And we don't speak out enough, I don't think. And this little girl, so it goes further on to say that this little girl is, of course, in the hospital. She's in critical condition. And her mother is by her bedside. But what really happened to her was she was injured. She was injured quite a bit. And she suffered while being raped with a water hose. And it's unbelievable what a 21-year-old had done to this little girl. There's many other instances where women are starting to take a stand. They're learning to fight. My 2 girls are in Taekwondo, and I'm so proud of them. They're black belts. And ever since they were young, that was the very first thing on my mind, is how can my girls protect themselves? And Taekwondo is not something, it's not like one of those biggest sports out there. But you know what? My biggest thing was safety. Safety for my family, safety for my 2 girls. And when I read this news yesterday to my youngest one, my 10-year-old, she said, Mom, I'm going to every tournament in Taekwondo. I'm going to fight. And she was so disheartened. Like, this story just brings tears to your eyes when you hear about these young girls going through something like this. Like, just imagine what is happening to her body, what's happening in her heart. What does she think she is? I mean, she was already, you know, you know, she was already malnourished, this little 7-year-old. And then something like this happens to her. And imagine what the family's going through. And so, for all those people out there, for all these women who were children once upon a time and have gone through such trauma, I want to send you guys light and shed some light upon that. But I also want to take the time to send some healing to this family and this little girl and what she's going through. And I really do hope that the government and the officials do something about this in India, because, you know, being Indian, and realizing that this is happening in my own country and men are acting like this as if women are prey is very disheartening. I couldn't sleep last night because I couldn't stop thinking about what is happening to humanity in general, to women. And it has to stop at some point. Women need to be respected. They need to be seen as mothers and sisters and, you know, leaders in the community, not seen as prey. And that's for sure. I see this, you know, when I had gone to India, and just walking down the streets was sometimes a little scary for me. And I would always keep my girls close by because I could see the way some of the men would look, you know, and you always had to be careful as to what you wore and how you presented yourself. So yeah, it is just the way it is, but it can change. Men can change their thoughts. You know, they always say men think more with their mind and women think with their hearts. Well, maybe it's time to start thinking with your hearts, you know, because this cannot continue. And so please, for all of you who are here with me today, let's send some light and love into this girl and to her body. Let's just take a moment, just a few minutes, to help this little girl recover. Of course, it's difficult to recover from this type of trauma fully. And I get it. I see it in my practice every single day. You know, 99% of the women have been through some form of trauma. So today I do, this morning, want to send light and love and God's healing to this family and this little girl. So please join me. And please share and have everyone around the world just send love and light to this little girl. May she recover. May all the women find some form of recovery and light and come out of this darkness. And so it is, surrounding her and her family in a beautiful bubble of light to protect them always. And I want to know, I want to hear from you guys as to what you think about this, what you've been through, and how you recovered, because it's important. It's important to shed some light on this topic. And I thank you all for being here with me today to do this. Thank you, Karen, Shirley, Rose, hello, Raymond. It's nice to see you guys here. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste.